So this is our topic for today, Resilience Playbook, what winners are doing differently. That is what businesses that seem to thrive, what are they doing differently for them to continue thriving? Um, I'm sure you have observed this as well, that there are businesses that seem to thrive despite difficult situations. This is an introduction about ourselves and our company. Our company is Mentor AHA Biz, and we are passionate about empowering people and their businesses. And our mission is to transform businesses, for them to be better, to grow, and even to help those who don't have businesses to start businesses. So I'm going to have a contact at the end so that you can get in touch with us. So we help people to get business idea for those who don't have a business. We do personalized mentorship and coach also for those with businesses, and you need to talk with someone to be able to grow your business. And we have also specific products to meet business needs. For example, if you have problems with people management, we have that, customer care, financial management, pricing, and costing. So much as we do group sessions, we also have individualized session where you discuss your business with us and we are able to help you. We have shared a link to our WhatsApp group so that you can join and you can make more inquiries. So what makes businesses less resilient today? And we have, challenges that businesses are facing today. I mean, it's not just today. I think things, keep changing. The environment for businesses, is not static. And so as an entrepreneur, you also have to keep alert, to be more curious, to know what's happening, and also adopt your business immediately for it to survive. And so some of the things happening is economic. For example, high inflation, currency fluctuation, recession, taxation regime, corruption in some countries, and high cost of doing business, like high rent, poor road networks, competition from new entrants, rapid technological advancement. These are things that keep coming up. And these are for today, and you don't know what will come up tomorrow that will affect your business. So what are winners doing? Those businesses that are surviving despite these challenges. So one of the things they are doing is they are using pricing of their products as a strategy for building business resilience. And resilience here means, ability for your business to survive. So they are giving attention to the prices. Give attention to your prices. I know it is difficult to set prices, but it's important. Your products could be very, very good in the market, but if you have wrong prices, they won't sell, you know? So when setting prices, also consider the costs. And because, you have to consider the costs that you have incurred for you to make a profit. Uh, I don't know what's happening there. Are you seeing the Gladys?
Yes.
I thought it's going to the, sorry. I don't know why the the others are not. Yeah, this is where we are. When you are considering the costs, you are looking at profits and costs of the profit that you're able to make as a business. And this is related to the cost. You can see at the beginning here, at the start here, that is when you're starting your business, the costs are very high. So the red is the costs. You can see where it is. It's at the top. The red is the cost. The costs have not gone down. You have not reached the point where those lines are meeting. The green is the profit. So it shows you are not yet making any profit. Your costs are very high. Why are they high? Because you have just started your business. You have to advertise it. You're hiring staff, and the cost of starting that business is still very high. And until those costs go down, maybe you are no longer advertising a lot, people have come to know your business, word of mouth, you have known where to get supplies more cheaply, you know. So until you put your costs down, that is when you begin to get a profit. And you can see the green line is going up. So once you are setting prices, these are the things that you have to consider. I know people also have experimented with low and high prices. I've given an example of this business called the Awesome Cakes business, who tried low and high prices. They put a high price of $14.50 per cake, and they could only sell one or two cakes, and they still made a profit because the price was high. And then a low price of $8 per cake. But when the price is low, they had to sell many, many cakes for them to make a profit. So this again will depend on your business location. If you're located in the estates, like in Kenya, residential areas where people are not many during the day, and you put your price high, so then you sell a few products and you still make a profit. But if you put the prices very low and you have fewer customers, then your profits are going to be lower. So you are not going to realize profit. So it depends. So what if your business is located in a CBD near the bus station of Nairobi? Then in that case, you can put the price very low because you are assured of so many people passing by. So you can play around with this pricing strategy again by considering the location. And we are still considering or discussing what are those businesses that are surviving? What are they doing? So the other thing, they are knowing their customers and what they are willing to pay. So customers must be willing to pay, your price. And if price you put is high, then you get very few customers. So you really have to keep chatting with your customers to understand, why are they no longer coming to your business? Where are they buying these days? Why do they go there? And you are going to hear, your price is higher, and you can see what to do about that. If price customers are willing to pay is lower than your costs, then you have to try to cut your costs, because maybe you're putting your price high because the costs are high. Yeah. So you can reduce your costs, and that will reduce will put the price to what the customer can afford. Maybe there is too excessive use of electricity. You could move to a cheaper rental. Yeah, these are some of the ways of cutting costs. You could find cheaper suppliers of goods. Goods, however, still have to be good quality, because again, if the customers find that the goods are of low quality, they won't buy. So these are the things you have to keep juggling and finding out. And again, if you find you cannot supply a certain product, because it's expensive. Maybe you leave it to your competitors. They can afford to supply that. You don't have to insist on supplying something you're not able to keep the price down to what the customer can afford. So you find another product that is cheaper for you to supply or even to make, to manufacture. But again, it has to be what customers want. You see, you are there for the customer. It's not about you, it is about the customer. So when the times are difficult, these are the times to keep close to the customer, talking to them, phone calls, uh, chatting to those who come to your premises. If you're online, keep reaching out to them and understand them. Yeah, these are the strategies for survival. The other strategy is scanning your competition. Find out your competitors' prices. If your prices are lower than your competitors, you are going to attract more customers. If your prices are higher than your competitors, customers will go to your competitors. So, but there are times when you could charge lower price. Yeah, if your product is new and people don't know it. Yeah, one of you here has just told us that you have not started your business. So once you start and people don't know your product, then you can keep the prices lower, ensuring that you are still making a profit. You don't put it too low because then that is a loss. It's just low enough to make some little profit, but just for a short time. Why are you doing that? You want people to understand your product, to get to know you, to get to know your company. It's part of marketing. So you want to attract new customers. So you could still be, having a business and you want new customers to expand your customer base. In that case, then you can know your price. When to charge a higher price? If your customers feel that your services are better. Yeah, again, you can only know this by chatting with them. They keep saying, "Oh, you are the best. Yours is the best. It lasts longer. It doesn't get damaged." And once you hear that kind of information, then you can put the price higher than your competitor because your competitors is poor quality, or they don't have the same supplier as you. Maybe you are importing somewhere and nobody knows. So in that case, you can put your price a little bit higher. And another time that you can do this is when you're giving extra services, like you are opening longer hours, you are giving free delivery, you are giving good guarantee, in that case, your price can be higher. But again, it is, listening to your customers, getting their feedback. I'm sure you have visited the offices where people are saying, "We need your feedback. Can you fill that form?" People are getting feedback on even online, feedback on Google. People want you to comment. You can also do that. Find some technology that is quick for people to give feedback. Ask them, do they have any complaints, any suggestions, any good remarks? That is how you get this information, because they are going to maybe complain about a competitor, their product was poor, yours are better, then you have the information, so you can afford to put your price higher. So always be guided by what the customer is saying. You can't just do it on your own because you're there for the customer. So be careful if you put the prices high too much. If you cut, I've seen people, business entrepreneurs, they cut their prices too low. They think this is their way of competing with their competition. but are they making profit? I always wonder. So when you cut your price, you have to be making a profit. It is not just competing. You want to make a profit. You want your business to grow. Making pricing competitive. There are many ways of making your pricing competitive. Remember, you're not alone. There is other businesses like you. There are new entrants. Locally, internationally, they keep coming. So how can you make your pricing very, very competitive? There are many ways of making your prices competitive, like special offers. Like I've seen shoe where it has been put $9.99, blankets $4.99, bed sheets $8.99. This is a way of making the price, look cheap. Well, it's just a cent. When customers come for special offers, they see other things, that you're offering, and they are going to buy more. And the other thing, customers don't want to find the same product on offer. Okay, they might think maybe it's not a good thing. So keep changing the items you have on offer. Today you have one item, tomorrow another item. So you can keep changing. For a new product, you can have low price that give you a small profit. And then you increase slowly. Yeah, you increase slowly over time. You can also give discounts to those customers who are loyal. They buy in large quantities. They pay in cash, You can offer discounts certain times of the year, during religious holiday like Christmas, Ramadan, these are times people have cash. Many people are buying, so you are likely to get many customers. So even if you have a small discount, you still make lots of money. So what is your experience, by the way? This is a discussion you can put in the chat. What do you do to make prices in your business more attractive to customers? What have you done? Have you tried this? Yeah? Maybe if you have not tried, this is the time for you to try and see whether it works for you. So we have these upcoming programs. We are trying to set a date for those people who don't have a business. Start your hustle today, and it's going to be on Zoom. Business mentorship, also, this is ongoing, it's individual, so you just get in touch with us. And those people who want physical, they also make physical sessions. You make a request, and we have our contacts there. I'm on TikTok as Dr. Jane, Instagram, Jane Munene, Facebook, Jane W. Munene. You can follow me, you can contact me. You can join our WhatsApp group and get to know us more and what we are doing. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening. I invite any comments. Any questions?
Yes, wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah.